It's tuned to E, but it's not A440, it's A437. That's as close as I could get to Jimmy's tuning on the album Voodoo Child, a Jimi Hendrix compilation or something like that. But it's live at Berkeley. We'll just go section to section, and later on I'll do some of my favorite licks. Here we go. Learning Jimmy's a great way to get out of your finger memory rut, which I get into all the time. But when he goes, "Will I hear my train come?" he kind of stops there. What I would normally have done was but he doesn't do it like that. He goes, there's a little bit of rest right there. If you can get that concept down with Jimmy's rhythms, he does that all the time. But that's the first part. And he does something different there that I didn't do in the very first demo, but he actually bends this a little bit. And he does this really sharp. Both notes too, the D and the G. And then it hits that open E right away. All right, that's the first section. We'll move on to the second section. The trick of this little section is just to remember this little hammer on, which is a third to the fifth fret on the B string, and it's real crisp. Everything Jimmy does is real crisp, which is the hard part. So you just hit that little hammer on and then jump. Basically do it an octave lower. You jump here. Always hit that low E open bass note. He jumps around a lot. That's what makes this one kind of a unique version. So, and he's got such a fast vibrato. It's really hard. You ought to listen to it. I know you've heard it, but there's a really fast vibrato there. Instead of starting here, you start here. Hit that old low E again. Notice I'm not doing every fret and every string. I know that's my downfall on tutorials, so I'm just hoping that you get to see the positions and you figure it out. That's part of the learning process, is to figure it out yourself sometimes. Let's go to that last little lick, which is something. And it's. So it's a hammer on the D, and then the G, the major, and the E, high E. You just grab that G string, and it's pretty hard to do. And Jimmy is so perfect at getting the right pitch between those grabs, you know. that's this section. On to the next. This one's pretty easy. I mean, easy till you get to those little quick licks, which are done, as far as I can tell, with his fingers, his thumb and his forefinger. And the second one, just a hammer on where he gets ready for that fast lick. So he does it so fast, I use my middle finger to bend that G up. And he doesn't hit it with his fingers or pick or anything, he just does that. See my fingers here? And then we keep going. And you can make it easier on yourself if you want to just go hit the open E instead of bending up to the E. But I'm pretty sure he does that because he just has that sound to it. And do that distinctly coming down. Bend and grab again. And then the open E again. All right, on to the next section. All right, here we go. The last little part. You know where we were doing this? And then it starts into the feedback where you want to crank your fuzz up. Kind of goes flat after that first bend, and you crank it up. His volume control is amazing. And he hits that so fast. That's that sense of timing of his. It's so perfect. You know, he's making sure he doesn't get behind the drums. And it's just open B, and a G bend up to a B. And you hold that, this part. That's not exactly how it goes, but we'll get to that in my next video. All right, well, that's it for this section. That's just the first part of the song. I'm going to do another video with some of my favorite licks in this song. And I mean, there's some of them in there that are impossible, which you have probably heard, where he gets way up on the top. He gets up here with those long fingers of his, and he bends the E and B with such a melodic precision. It's unbelievable. It's almost impossible for a righty on a left-handed guitar, but I'll do those, and it'll take me a little while to work those up because they are hard. You heard that one that I just finished. That's the beginning of the licks. But there's some really cool ones that I think you'll like. So just hang in there and I'll get that one done. Got a lot of guests coming, so I'm trying to whip these out before everybody gets here. I'll talk to you later.